Hi, welcome to What's My Podcast. I'm Jen, and I'm a library specialist for Arapahoe Library District. In the last few years, I've gravitated toward podcast listening for knowledge and entertainment. I'm a lifelong learner, and I really love finding podcasts that can give me a new perspective. I also love that you can get a lot of information in a short amount of time. I spend a lot of time listening to different content, and I'd love to share some suggestions with you. Today's segment is TV Rewatch. My first podcast recommendation is Fake Doctors, Real Friends. You know what's long, tedious, and boring? Surgery. You know what isn't? This podcast. Join Scrubs co-stars and real-life best friends, Zach Braff and Donald Faison, for a weekly comedy podcast where they relive the hit TV show one episode at a time. Each week, these BFFs will discuss an episode of Scrubs, sharing behind-the-scenes stories and reminiscing on some of their favorite memories from filming. They'll also connect with Scrubs superfans and feature beloved show cast members for exclusive interviews. Next is That's Messed Up. Each week, comedians and amateur detectives Liza Traeger and Kara Klenk break down episodes of Law & Order SVU. They deep dive into the true crimes they're based on and interview on-screen talent ranging from big stars to joggers who find the body. These are their stories. Dun dun. The show Second in Command joins Friends and Veep co-stars Matt Walsh and Timothy Simmons for a weekly comedy podcast where they dive into a rewatch the Matt and Tim way, beginning with the question, what is memory? And is what we remember actually what happened? They'll also unpack the question, what it's like to be two supporting actors on Veep, as well as their real lives in Hollywood. So Veep fans, feel free to ask your questions, leave your comments, and if you're lucky, you may even win a free tuxedo. Expect expert interviews, cast and crew drop-ins, and commentary on politics so ridiculous it might seem fake on a comedy show. In Parks and Recollection, Rob Lowe and Alan Yang talk all about the making of the beloved comedy series. With special guest appearances by cast and crew, Rob and Alan share their unique behind-the-scenes insights from in front of the camera and inside the writer's room. It's literally the best Park and Recs podcast in the world. My last podcast recommendation today is The Storm, a Lost Rewatch. The Storm began as a Game of Thrones podcast called A Storm of Spoilers. The Storm Pod has evolved to help you cheer, jeer, and dry your tears over the most influential TV and movie zeitgeists of our time. In 2019, Joanna, Dave, and Neil combined forces once again for a massive rewatch of ABC's hit show Lost. Tune in and they'll give you non-spoiler, calm, and spoiler-heavy, Storm, takes on one of the most significant shows of the modern era. Not only is it fun to rewatch your favorite TV shows, but it's even better when you have insight into the making of them. There are so many podcasts being produced that it can take time to find what you like. I recommend checking out the You Might Also Like list at the bottom of each show page. You can also search in your podcast app with keywords such as the subject or an author's name. One of my favorite search tools to find podcasts is the website playerfm.com. All these podcasts can be found on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you like to listen.